I saved you the trouble of I saved you a lot of time. I entered the password in before the stream started, which took me about 40 minutes, cause dang, look at all these letters. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game is Letter Gear. And we are about to continue, Wayne, from where we last left off. I think I know what to do. I found the antidote last time, but what I couldn't find was the compass, Robert R. and Jill of Trades. I need to go back to the building that I explored, like, a lot yesterday. So let's do that. Actually, let's equip a weapon while we're at it. I've got 99 handgun bullets. I think I can get some C4 explosives in here. Wayne, Jill of Trades, Robert R. I'm glad you're here. I have found some plastic explosives. And, like, we might be able to finish Metal Gear today. On Metal Gear on the NES, by the way. And again, I am playing this on the actual cartridge here. It's upside down there. But the Spartan. I really need to finish Solid 1. Spartan? I streamed all the way through that game probably like 2 years ago, and every time it's a blast. I probably have maximum rations here, so I don't know if I need to pick that up. Yeah, 12 is probably max. That's definitely enough. How bad this game was translated, it gives off DOS vibes. Wayne, but it also gives off NES vibes. Castlevania 2 had some pretty bad translation. Which now that I'm thinking about it, that was also a Konami game. You should equip the mine detector here if you want to be safe. But I guess if you just hug the right side, you'll be fine. Let's put on that enemy uniform so I can get back into whatever building this is. Okay, in we go. Yep, I'm definitely one of you guys. No need to be suspicious of me. Rasta, how are you? Tried to join, tapped the notification, got a guitar video to the face instead. Avis, was it good? What a horrible night to have a curse. Yeah, Jill of Trades, and we frickin' hate curses. So get them the heck out of my videos. Avis, YouTube is weird about that. Like, notifications, it's... I know I say this all the time, but the notification bell on a lot of YouTube videos is very unreliable. So I always recommend joining the Discord, to which there is a link in the video description. You people know this. A Greg to the Past and the Spartan. If I heard correctly, Kojima made Metal Gear 2 in response to the NES version of 2. Yeah, okay, we can talk about this. I sort of heard something about this a long time ago. I'm not really familiar with the history of the series. But this is Metal Gear on the Nintendo NES system, and it's an okay port of the original Metal Gear that was on the MSX home computer system. That version is superior to this one. According to a lot of people, including myself. But after this game was ported to the NES, it still sold well. So, I guess Nintendo and possibly Konami, or maybe Ultra, the company that was like, basically the... what would you call it? The dummy corporation of Konami. Ultra Games was like, well, that made a lot of money, let's make a second one. So they kind of made one on their own without Hideo Kojima. But then Hideo Kojima was like, that's like not at all what I had envisioned for the second game, so let me make an actual second game. A canonical sequel. So, a couple times last night during our stream, I came to this room and I'm like, dude, why is there an empty room? Obviously, what you're supposed to do here is call your girlfriend. In fact, I think I can just call her right now. If I remember the frequency, I think it's 12069. This is Solid Snake. Respond, please. Okay, it's not that. Maybe it's 12048. Let's try that. This is Solid Snake. Jennifer here. I've got a compaz for you. She spelled it wrong over the radio, everyone. over. And doing that in this room will put the compass in this room. A Greg to the past. I have located the compass. Wait, she said she'd put a compass. This is a compass. Very different. Either way, I think I can use it to navigate the desert. And I might need to find some ammo at some point. YouTube notifications are reliable for me sometimes, says Avis. You're here now, Avis, that's all that matters. Wayne? Kinda. What a horrible night to have a curse. Jill of Trades, like, and while I'm thinking about it, what's a good night for you to have a curse? Like, what would be a convenient night for you to have a curse? Probably a night you gotta work. So you can be like, oh, hey boss, can't come in today. You know how it is. Yeah, no, it's another curse. I demand my money back for not placing the right item in the room. Avis, now I gotta go all the way up the stairs. I'm sorry, up the elevator. Better than stairs. But it's an elevator that can only go one direction. So this elevator can only go up. I cannot go back down with it. So I don't know how it appears back on the first floor when I go back around. Someone must, like, turn a crank to reset its position. Or maybe they use the transceiver trick to reset its position, like we did with a bunch of those bosses. Is there ammo in here? There might be, actually. Nah, I'd adjust it. Another day, another night. Jill of Trades, I'll adjust you. What does that mean? What do I mean by that? You're perfect the way you are. No adjustment needed. Okay, I thought maybe I could find some bullets in there. There's somewhere around here where I can get more guns. Bullets. Bullet, hardly knew it. That guy lit me up a little bit. I was being very casual about this playthrough. That's okay, we'll get more rations and more ammo at some point. But yeah, you have to take that specific elevator to go back down to the first floor. Whoop, look out for this hole. Or else you'll be in a whole lot of trouble. I did the James voice, you're welcome. Okay, so now that I have this compass, I can possibly traverse the desert? Is that what I want to do? Okay, that's where the antenna was. And I have to find a door at the north side of this building so that I can... Oops. So that I can cross the desert. So I can leave. So I can get out of the building. Ace Attorney stream? Rasta? I don't want to do it without Genevieve B, you know? Soulwave, what's going on? What's up, Agregto? I love that you abbreviated Agreg to the past's name to Agregto. Okay, so when you're out here, I think you need to equip your compass in order to traverse the desert, and for no reason, let's also equip machine gun. Or maybe grenade launcher? Let's use them both. I've never been called that before, LeMayo. Yeah, so while you're walking across the desert, there are these scorpions who... You've seen scorpions. They do their little I'm a Scorpion dance when they're in groups of 4. Kept you waiting, huh? Elvis Presley? And if you get stung by a scorpion, you will get poisoned and you will die unless you have the antidote. But also, I think if you don't have the compass, the desert scrolls infinitely. Kind of like a Lost Woods situation, kind of like what we saw before. But this got me... here? Wait, where is this? Arrival stated. Quick guns? Welcome. I hope they remake or remaster the original duology. Yeah, so Spartan, I loved Metal Gear 2 on MSX. I think there is a way to play it on some, like, Metal Gear Solid 3, like, Subsistence collection or something. I haven't been inside this building before. Immediately got spotted, though. Big Boss here. Go through the door on the left, over. Hold on. Okay, so I haven't been inside this building, I'm just realizing. So, like, I've been to this screen a million times. What is he gonna tell me here? Big Boss here. Get in the truck, over on the right, over. Ah, so this is the part of the game where Big Boss starts calling you to give you incorrect instructions. You are not supposed to go into the truck on the right. In fact, we've done that a couple times. It takes you away from this building. Original series is included in the Metal Gear Collection Volume 1 as well as the NES versions. Spartan, tell me about the Metal Gear Collection Volume 1. Okay. I can collect some rations here, though. Let's respawn that. Yo, Reggie D, what's going on? How are you? I'm playing Metal Gear. Sorry, I'm playing... I'm playing Metal Gear. On the NES. Okay, so that took me kind of far away. I think I can take another truck to get back there. Interesting. Where does this take me? Uh-oh, the truck have started to move. Yeah, not only does he say the truck have started to move, but he hyphenates his uh-oh with spacing. Doesn't quite make any sense. Okay, so let's take these trucks until we get back to the location where we want to go. And I think here, if I do this one... Whoops. That screen wraps back to the same screen if you leave to the left or right. So I think this truck will take me where I want to go, actually. Yeah, okay, so we're back where we need to go, and Big Boss calls us here to be like, take the truck on the right. Which is not what we want to do. So you kind of start to... I think after a while, maybe if you're unfamiliar with this game, you'll be like, okay. And then after a while, you're like, hey, wait a second. That took me back to an area I've been to a million times. Why is he telling me that? So you start to get the idea in your brain, like, what? Big Boss is up to something, or maybe his channel has been hijacked. And that's not really him. I can't hear his voice over the calls. I can only read it. So maybe it's not really him. Anyway, let's equip card 7 and go into this building, which is where we need to be now. Bro. I could not hit that guy. And then he tells us... Oh, I should have gotten more ammo, I think. Then he tells us to go into the room on the left. And I should be prepared for, like, gas or some sort of trap in here, Alves. Soulwave. By the way, love the shades. Hey, thank you. Athena Fox gave me these. This is my favorite part of the game, where you have to painstakingly check every single security card that you have to see which one opens the door. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so for some reason, Big Boss, even here, is telling you... I'm gonna approach very cautiously here. Big Boss told me to go into the room on the left, which was just a trap. So, Big Boss, what's going on? Why are you telling me that? Oh, baby. That was faster than I expected. Okay, so... Here, you definitely have to open the transceiver to do the transceiver trick here. Retro top 10. Looks like you're wearing 3D glasses, blue and red. The lenses are just blue. But I have a red light over here and a blue light over here, which is probably what's doing it. Hey, by the way, thank you so much for the 69 squats last night, everybody. Appreciate you. Let's reset that reps counter. If we get any donations, I'm going to be doing some shoulder shrugs today. And like it says also in the chat, there's another. If we get a $10 or more donation, I will purposely get spotted, but that's happening all the time, so maybe I should change it to I'll switch weapons if you want. This game has a surprising lack of Metal Gear for a game called Metal Gear. Elvis? It does. Spartan says the collection volume 1 has Solid 1, 2, and 3, Metal Gear 1 and 2, NES 1 and 2, plus all of the extras from the Solid games. It's available on all platforms. Oh, wait, I think I remember seeing that, and the reviews were basically like, it's okay, but the controls are a little, there's like a delay on the input, and the graphics are a little fuzzy? Do I remember seeing that? I was thinking how this is a cooler version of Ikari Warriors. It is, Wahoo Luigi. Okay, I have to hold the down arrow. I have to keep pushing the down button on this elevator to keep going down. Damn, we're going all the way down. Probably had my ears pop as I went down there. Is there a... That's not just a security camera, that is a laser camera. I don't know if it can hit me while I'm all the way up against this door. That'd be pretty cheap if it could, actually. You need big security clearance to get in here. Oh my goodness. I think I forgot something, everyone. I need card 8. Oh, yeah! Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I'm so sorry, everybody. I came to this building prematurely. Just got back from physical therapy, so that's enough exercise for me. Elvis, I get it. So I forgot that last night I went into a boss fight and died? And then I forgot to retry that boss fight. So we have to go all the way back to building whatever it was. Alright, everyone. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking. But also a lot of trucking. Ride the bus, Michael Mervin. Okay, let's go back. And when you get out of this truck, you can go right back in it to collect a ration. It is no longer a bus, but it's a food cart. Hello, lol. What's going on? Hello, lol. What's going on? That's what I meant to say. Just a disgrace, my only daughter. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear? I don't think it'll be surpassed. In fact, it doesn't actually metal appear in this game. Okay. Oh, I could just go in. I don't have to wait for them to say, all right, let's go. So... Also, I won a world tour, finally, says Wahoo Luigi. Hell yeah, good for you. Shoutouts to F099. So, where did we fight Coward Duck? I don't remember where that was. Was it even in this building? shoot, guys. I've won 37, says Rasta. Is that real? Dear Karma, can you wish me a happy birthday? It's my birthday tomorrow. Didn't you say that, like, a couple months ago, Soulwave? Now, happy birthday! How many candles? Okay, so... I need to find the room with the electrified floor. No one asked you, Rasta. Maybe I'm tripping. Because the room with the electrified... Okay, wait. What am I thinking now? The room with the electrified floor was the one that I went to after tanking all of those rations to get through the water. Maybe I didn't need to leave that building, and I'm just being an idiot. Let's actually go back. Sorry, everyone. I'm getting mixed up a little bit. I think it's because I haven't slept in, like, 4 days. Haven't won a Frozen World Tour, but one Mini. Quick Guns? I might have won one of each. I don't remember. You ever think about how heck is twice as bad as regular curses because it's 2 curse words combined? Just a disgrace? Never thought about that, but that's a great point, and that's why I should say it more often. 35. Yo, Soulwave. HBD. Is that true? You haven't slept in 4 days? Michael Mervin, I just opened the same menu 3 times, so you tell me. Genevieve B, welcome. And those Scorps will kind of lunge at you if you get close. Yeah, one spawned right on top of me and poisoned me. So let's use the antidote, which I guess doesn't, is not removed from your inventory when you use it. So it's not like a consumable item. But you saw how my life meter was... Here, I'll show you again. When you get stung by a Scorp, you have the poison status, and your life will continually tick down like it was there, until you use the antidote, which I guess has infinite uses. But it is technically an optional item. So is the compass, I think, because you don't have to get the oxygen tank. So the point of coming here was to get the oxygen tank so that we can go underwater in that building that we just came from. But as I showed off earlier, the oxygen tank isn't 100% necessary if you have enough rations. So I guess let's go all the way into this basement here. It's only 2 half curses, so it only counts for 1. Alves? That's... You know what? That's logical. Hey, howdy. I don't need oxygen if I have food. Yeah, just a disgrace. And you can eat underwater to replenish your oxygen. Okay, so it looks like I couldn't get to the room on the right there. I got my finger on the select button just in case I need to receive a call, for example. Big Boss here. Solid Snake. Operation Intrude N313 cancelled. Repeat, cancelled. Return to base immediately. This is an order. Over. How do I do that, first of all? Secondly, what do you mean cancelled? I've had so many games cancelled already. I've been sleeping well, but not enough. Is Big Boss his legal name? I don't know Metal Gear lore. Just a disgrace. That's just what he insists on being called. This door needs level 1 security clearance? Wait. I could have sworn. Do I need the level 8 card to go in there? Oh, there's a door to the south that I just absolutely missed. Dang, I got lasered. Okay, okay, okay. This is what I was looking for. God, I did not see that. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, now I haven't slept in a while. I have located the oxygen tank. We already fought a tank in this game. I don't need another one. But yeah, so now that I have this oxygen tank, now is when I'm supposed to go back to that building and traverse the deep water. You found it. Do you still need it? Vikalai, I didn't defeat the boss at the end of that river, so no. I thought you went to bed early when the Bears won. Yeah, it doesn't mean I slept well. Wahoo, Luigi. I've been having crazy anxiety lately. More tanks? No tanks. Hashtag dad joke. Michael Mervin? Yeah, you bet we made that joke already. Okay. So with card 7, I can go back through the desert. Can I go back this way with the compass? I actually don't know. Hey, it's the MGS noob, says Xeno Gaming. Origami, what's going on? Metal Gear is my favorite series ever. Always cures anxiety and uncertainty in life for me to play the entire saga. Hopefully that'll work for me. Xeno Gaming, Origami, welcome. So new, he's not even playing Metal Gear Solid. That's true. Yeah, I think I posted a short a while back about a glitch, about a couple glitches that you can do in Metal Gear Solid, and I had a lot of people in the comments being like, "You noob, why would you even do this? Like, it skips the funnest part of the game." And it's like, okay, well, for speedruns. Have you not heard of that? Anyway, so now that we finally have a tank of oxygen, we can breathe, everyone, and even when I'm in very deep water, it won't hurt me. Like, look, if I unequip it, I'll start to immediately take damage, right? And you can just, like, tank the damage if you have rations equipped. Do the rations automatically activate when you die? No, they don't. Okay, so I'm glad we found that out for certain. I didn't lose much progress there. Oops, using the wrong card. It's card number 4, right? Oh, wait, this actually brought me to a different area. Yeah, this is not where I want to be. Ah, that brought me back somewhere I didn't want to be. Some people don't get that glitches can be their own cool part of the game. Yeah, exactly. Pantera Perkins says, "Sup, Jolt? My daughter says, hey, hey." I say, hey, hey, right back. Okay, so I wanted to definitively find out, I guess, whether you needed to use the rations manually, or you could just have them equipped like in the other games. And you cannot, you have to use them manually. Matt S., what's going on? Glitches are good. I personally glitch IRL when girl pretty. Oh my gosh, just a disgrace. So, like, all the time? Alright, let's go back. Let's go back. Alright, I got my uniform. High five. Can you get in there without the uniform? Maybe you can. Ration should auto, just not for water. Yeah, Matt S, I was also maybe considering that. Alright, reset the alarm there. Sup, King, says Mr. Polax. Hey, welcome. My IRL Game Shark stopped working, says Alves. I'm stuck in big head mode now. Pretty much every game had a big head mode code. Anyway, so we're back to this place. Look, so Solid Snake cannot swim, and it's probably because he's holding all of this stuff. But when you're in the deep water like this, as you just saw, it does damage you continually unless you have the oxygen tank. And that's why we got the compass, traveled through the desert to that building so we could access like one room, just so we could come back and traverse this deep water. But like also what you totally can do is, if you have enough rations, and I think really all you need is 4 of them, you just open up your equipment menu and eat while you're underwater, which obviously heals you and replenishes your oxygen supply so that you can make it to the other side. If you don't have the oxygen tank, you'll need, I think, 4 rations, maybe 5 if you're not, like, perfect with your energy management. But long story short, you can skip getting the oxygen tank, doing that one trick that dentists hate. Why do they hate it? Because dentists hate Metal Gear. Ah! I don't think I have any missiles. Yeah, I've got 2. Oops. I didn't mean to switch screens there. So we're in yet another room where the floor is electrified, and we have to blow up a panel here. And last night I died to this boss, but let's be a little bit more prepared here with some armor and a handgun. You're a clickbait ad. Wahoo Luigi? Usually. Don't forget to say we should tell everyone you're great. Origami? Just your friends. Have you tried any Monster Hunter games? Never, Polax. I've seen them, though. They look fun. Short's voice equals on. Just a disgrace? Yes. Short's voice equals true. Eating underwater. Best way to do it. Let's use the grenade launcher. I don't know. Wait, what do I need to get in here? Card 7, probably. I am Coward Duck. You want to try and shoot me? Go right ahead. Yeah, so he surrounds himself with hostages. And you definitely want to open your transceiver as this hole begins to open up. Are we getting a call? Jennifer here. Coward Duck has card number 8. My brother is in the prison. Be careful not to kill him. If anything happens to my brother, I'm gonna kill him. You. I cannot help you anymore. Okay, yeah, so don't shoot any of the hostages here. But, like, after you, I guess, deactivate that hole, you can walk right up next to this guy. I didn't mean to equip the armor. But he throws boomerangs. He throws boomerangs to get around the hostages. You can just stand next to him and light him up here. And I guess you can rescue these guys here. That was a close call. That was a close call. I am Jennifer's brother. Do not shoot me. When you make your getaway, take the elevator to the left. That's a very important clue. That was a close call. And I got card number 8. I didn't mean to cancel that that text box there. Such a boomer. Yeah, that's right, Wayne. I have one last missile that I can use. Do I need those for the remainder of the game? I'm actually not sure. I missed. That's why they call them missiles. Well, let's get out of here. We have card 8, everyone. Let's equip the oxygen tank and leave. Is that Mario? No, I'm KarmaJolt. Hero RG. Let's use this unreliable machine gun. They became friends when you said Karma was great. That's true. Yeah, Hero RG, this is Metal Gear on the NES. Hey, so that one guy earlier that said, hey, it's the MGS noob. That was like the only comment they said, and then they left. Do you think they were trying to like hurt my feelings or something? Unclear. Just the disgrace, you behave. Right now. Solid Snake's probably all wet right now. After getting out of the water. Yes, sir. Good. Alright, we're using the compass, and we're going right back, I'm pretty sure. Now that we have card 8. Am I gonna need missiles for anything? I want to say no. Is there an item that I'm missing? I actually don't know. Anyway, let's go up this way. Bean Dip says random troll. Oh, that guy from earlier? Yeah, probably. I tell all my foes that karma is great. Quick Guns, how many of those do you have? As I always say, if you have nothing nice to say, someone is going to roast you even harder. Chill of Trades? I'm trying to think of what you mean by that. Take that, Scorps. I love the little dance they do. Insecure people are the meanest. Oh, of course. Genevieve B. 4, says Quick Guns. Yes, there were 4 of them. Okay. Let's go into this building. Maybe he was an AI bot getting back at you for calling a different AI a clanker. Yeah, Wahoo Luigi. Oh my god. Still cannot believe that someone was making that argument. I've talked about this a lot, so there's really no need to revisit it. But for those who don't know, I had a channel member tell me that they were unsubscribing to my channel because I used the word clanker to refer to an AI bot. Not even like a generative AI like ChatGPT. I was literally talking about the computer player in Chessmaster on the NES. But I used the word clanker, and they were like, I have to unsub because you used a slur. Can't have you using slurs. I don't know, man. Yeah, stupid clanker. Yeah, Gen X. How sheltered of a life do you have to defend AI? Avis, yeah, and then what really perplexed me was like, I was like, hey, so yeah, I'm talking about an AI program which doesn't think or feel, so like, who does this offend? And then their response was something like, not gonna hold your hand, you're an adult, you can Google it. And it's like, okay, man, like, if someone told me like, hey, don't put a Wednesday chicken on a drafting table without declaring Ricci first, I'd be like, what the hell are you talking about? And they'll be like, you're an adult, you can Google it. Yeah, no, I could Google those terms, but like, Google's gonna be like, there's no results for this kind of insanity. Like, what does he want me to look up? Like, Google, can you tell me the, I don't know, the nuanced ramifications of insulting AI by using a specific term? Google will be like, we can guess what'll happen if people start calling us clankers. Whoops, got whooped there. Clanker is a clanker, says Cranky Doodles Doofus. Who is this? That was a close call. The leader of the enemy fortress is the supreme commander of Foxhounder, the big boss. Wait a second, Big Boss? is my enemy. He has been behind everything all along. Oh, shoot. I just remembered I missed a conversation. That actually, I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to know to do that. I could have hugged the wall to get by these lasers. I want to see real quick, though. Will they shoot me if I'm in cardboard box form? No. Alright, so as long as I'm not moving when I'm in my cardboard box, the lasers won't shoot. So that's like a decent use of the cardboard box. Can I hug the wall with it? Yes, I can. So, I must have missed it. And I think it might be in the room. I think you can call someone? I think you can call a character named Kyle Schneider, who maybe shows up in the later game as an enemy called Black Color, or Black Ninja? But in this game, I think if I had gone to the room next to the boss fight where you fight Coward Duck, you can call Schneider, and he'll be like, I have something to tell you. The resistance leader of Outer Heaven, who we've been trying to capture this entire time, is actually ... ARG, and then it implies that he gets captured. That's who we just rescued. That's Kyle Schneider. And he's like, yeah, so what I meant to say instead of ARG was Big Boss. Just so you know. Big Boss, the guy who's been calling us on the radio, giving us our commands, is actually our enemy. Fromage, the hostage. Nick the Frenchie? Yes, cheese. SMH, AI is neither good or bad. It's all on how it's used. I play drums, no band right now. I don't have care for generative stuff, but you don't have to use it. Alves, like, I wish that could be true, but the problem with AI is that, first of all, people pay it to influence its answers. So if you ask it anything about, like, the genocide in Palestine, it's going to be very pro-Israel toward you. Secondly, it uses up an amount of energy that's like equivalent to the entirety of New York City. Thirdly, the AI data centers are just causing so much pollution that entire like poor communities are just like getting new types of cancer. It's insane. And it's taking away our jobs. Anyway, I got card 8, blast radius. AI is definitely bad. It's destroying the water supply. Oh yeah, and not to mention it's using all of our freaking water. Water supply, energy, data centers, yes. Ooh boy. It's real gassy in here, everybody. Let's use our gas mask. Any holes in the floor? Shoot. I'm gonna take some damage while trying to open this door. Alright, it was card 8. Trap room! Like the one in Double Dragon 2, but worse. Or better. Fight to power. We are the resistance. Yes. Gen X. Data servers do that in general. That's a good point. Nick the Frenchie. What a twist, says Genevieve B. Yeah. Only I, the Schneider cut. Wait, Elvis Presley, what? Yeah, we're going into the final stretch, is right. Calyx, what a twist is right. Reminds me of that time a customer told me vaccines were filled with the number of the beast, and I couldn't find anything online for that conspiracy. Just a disgrace. That's a wild one. Yeah. You offended the coffee mug. Bean dip? I would never. Okay, I'm munching now. Genevieve B, I'm just hanging out in this gas-filled room. I meant only in the Schneider cut. Elvis Presley? Haven't seen that one. Richard Z, welcome. Oh, okay. No holes trying to kill me. Card 1. No? Okay, I thought that would be funny. Also, storylines like these are a big reason I have trust issues. Going to the gym. I'm at the gym, by the way, says Nick the Frenchie. Hell yeah. What are you doing today? Is there a world in which AI could have been ethically developed and implemented? Yeah, of course. Yes. But that didn't happen, and therefore the argument that it's not bad in and of itself is moot at best. I hate that word, Michael Mervin, but yeah, you're right. Upper body, Nick the Frenchie? I'm trying to avoid... Oh my gosh, there are landmines in this room and gas. So I either have to equip my mine detector or my gas mask. It was card 1 that brought me to the penultimate room of the game. Ooh, baby. Why are my buttons not working here? Okay, let's transceiver here. Jennifer here, the only chance is to run for it. Now, over. Yeah, so I think in the original MSX version, there's a secret panel that you can shoot that's like on the left side of the room near the door if you have a guided missile, but I actually don't have any of those right now. So what she's saying is I gotta tank the damage in this room just using a bunch of rations. And I think the very next room of this game is where you're supposed to fight the supercomputer. But if I go through that door and hold right on the D-pad, I will instead skip the supercomputer and go straight to the final boss, aka the Foss, against Big Boss. So I am gonna manually use the rations. I don't want to test whether they'll activate or trigger automatically. So let's go to this room and then hold right on the D-pad. Yeah, did you see that? The computer showed on the screen for a second. Yes, it's true. Not only am I the Foxhounder Supreme Commander Big Boss, but I've been the leader of the enemy fortress too. As a new and inexperienced member of our team, you were supposed to be tricked into carrying false information. But you accomplished too much, Solid Snake. You were too good. Don't think you can kill me so easily. Come and try. If I am going to die, you're coming with me. Yeah, so you saw it there. The supercomputer flashed on screen for a minute, the music changed into the best track in the game, and I just promptly skipped having to blow up that computer, having to fight those guards, and getting to hear my favorite song in the game. Let's take a call. This is Diane. Have we talked to her yet?
I don't know any way to destroy Big Boss, Solid Snake. It's all up to you. Oh, Solid Snake, if only you and I... No, cancel that. Good luck. Haha, nothing. I'm gonna go back to baking a cake.
Yeah, this guy doesn't have any known weaknesses. I don't know what to do in that case. Let's try a rocket launcher. I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, so this boss is easy enough that you can just hide behind a box like this, and he'll do this little two-step over and over. And by the way, since I skipped the supercomputer, the countdown of the self-destruct sequence was completely canceled. So I have all the time in the world to fight that boss, and I don't have to worry about it. But basically, if you hide behind one of these boxes, he'll go back and forth, and you just pop out and shoot a rocket, and he'll probably dodge right into it. If not, keep trying. Anyway, which one do I take? Should I take the middle gear? The middle door? Excuse me. Middle gear. No, we did get a clue earlier that was like, take the leftmost door. From the hostage who was in that room where we fought Coward Duck. That was actually Jennifer's brother, who's like, take the left elevator. And again, if we had defeated the supercomputer like you're supposed to, you will have a countdown in this area, and you're timed. So this escape is timed. So if you pick the wrong one, you might blow up. You might not have enough time to go back and try again. But that's it. We beat the game, Nicholas D. Rockets, my one weakness. Yeah, Richard Z, exactly. This is Solid Snake. Metal Gear has been destroyed, probably. I don't know, I never saw it. Operation Intrude N313 is a success. It's all over. Everything at last. What the hell is going on? Solid Snake returning to base. Over. Youngest Gear. Yeah, me too. This is Station K&K, bringing you a spot news report. Today at dawn, there was apparently a large-scale earth tremor in the region of Galsburg, South Africa. This is your computer speaking. Here are the creators of your Metal Gear game. Oh, JK, he's the youngest. Wait, Genevieve, you didn't know that? Main program, Yoshihiro Sugimoto. Sub-program? Sign me up. I'm a fake fan. Genevieve B, what's my middle name? Graphic design. Konpagno Ogikuba. I couldn't read it in time. Kazuki Muraoko for sound effect. Presented by Konami, 1988, Tokyo. It does not mention Hideo Kojima. That's it. That's it. We beat the whole game. Anyway, before I sign off, I guess, let's do some let's do some silly passwords here. So let me try to remember, Eric Jank, the passwords that are like really funny in this game. There's a huge earthquake, but they're just not going to talk about it further. Eric Jank, it was a spot report, so details are coming in, and we'll keep you posted. Okay, so I think... So Diane called us at the end of the game there. I'm pretty sure we could have been communicating with her throughout the game to get hints about what to do during boss fights, but like, I don't know how you're supposed to find her number. But I think there is a password where if you just enter in the names of some of the characters, such as Ellen, Diane, Jennifer, Big Boss, or maybe it's Ellen, Diane, Jenny, Furby, G-Boss, it will place you right before the end of the game. And I've got like a weird assortment of equipment here. I'm missing cards 1 and then 5 through 8. I have my cigarettes. Oh, I never got the flashlight. Did I need that at all? I'm also realizing now that we didn't save Petrovich, nor did we find his daughter, Ellen. Anyway, that password takes you here. The electrified floor is deactivated. I have machine guns and just enough rockets to beat the final boss. And I don't have the required C4 to blow up the supercomputer. Oh, but it's already been blown up, so it does not matter. Interesting. I missed the flashlight, huh? So yeah, that password puts you right before the final boss, and you have just enough equipment to beat the game. Yeah, Wahoo Luigi, I was gonna get to that one too. It's the blinking realization reaction for me, says Genevieve B. Don't think you can kill me so easily. I can step left and right. That's what this guy's like. Also, I'm pretty sure if you equip these cigarettes, you get more time during the countdown, is that correct? Yo, Nicholas D with a cool 20 Swedish krona saying, bribe money. You know what I want you to stream. Oh, I know. Hey, everyone put the D's in the chat for Nicholas D. So, I think you have, like, just enough rockets here. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need. And then you can escape through this door, which is unlocked. I will, you know what? Let me just show you the other elevators. The middle gear is an elevator that I think just stops halfway up or something. So you can see how this might affect you if you're trying to escape during the countdown. Does it just loop forever? Yeah, I guess so. Let's see what happens if I go back down. Yeah, that takes you to the basement. And do the cigarettes, slow the timer? Is that what's happening here? No, I could have sworn they gave you more time. Oh, wait, I used them. Oh, it's a consumable item. I see now. So it did give me more time. Did you blow up that broken 486? I did not, Zombie Ryushu. I skipped it entirely. So yeah, this elevator also, I think, is just an infinite loop. Unless you go back down, yeah. That elevator must be an MGS noob, too. What an insult. Call me anything but that, oh my god. Oh. I can go back if I want. Okay, rower time. Wish me luck. Hey, good luck, Nick DeFrenchie. The floor was electrified again. Cigarettes give you a better chance to flee in no skin, says Genevieve B with the cool $2. Hey, everyone put the D and the puppy dog in the chat for Nicholas D and Genevieve B. We're doing double reps today, so let's do 8 shoulder shrugs. Yeah, I forgot about no skin. I didn't. But I haven't played that game in a long time. A cool little horror game that Genevieve B and I played a bunch. Hey, thank you so much. I guess I didn't realize that. Maybe that's, yeah, Genevieve B, that might be a reference. Good call. See, what happens if the timer goes off here? Still haven't beaten it. This music is really intense, though, and I love it. That's it. You just spin around and fall. Real disappointed. Okay, and then when you hit end, the password that it gives back to you is very similar to Ellen, Diane, Jennifer, Big Boss, but instead it's Ullen, Diane, Yenny, F1 RBI. That's when you score a run during an IndyCar race. And then the last 5 letters are 5ZOKO, which is not quite Big Boss. So let's continue. What's another password I remember? I definitely remember I think it's just this, which obviously is short for gear, metal, or good morning. It's just G and then all M's. Yeah, this puts you actually in the cell where you get captured with Gray Fox. You have 18 mines, 18 rockets. What equipment do I have? Card 257. And the flashlight, which we didn't find. Where do you find the flashlight? I gotta look this up. I didn't know there was a flashlight. But anyway, this password puts you in the cell where you can rescue Gray Fox, but the countdown timer to the self-destruct has already been initiated as if we just beat up the supercomputer. So there's like really no way to win this scenario, because you have to do a good, I don't know, 50% of the game still. Good morning, Vietnam, is right, Gen X. Furby? Yeah, Richard Z? Talk about Furbies. I've created a time paradox, is right, Michael Mervin. If the enemy can complete this, they can launch a nuclear attack from any spot on the Earth. The Metal Gear must be destroyed by any means available before it is completed. There's only one way to destroy it. The inventor of the Metal Gear, Dr. Petrovich, is the only one who knows. Dr. Petrovich is being held prisoner somewhere in building number 1. We never rescued him. I guess that's not necessary to do. You must try to find him. Yeah, how do I get him? Anyway, let's do one more password here that I'm gonna have to censor. But if you put the password French me, it's a different F word, but I'm not gonna say it out loud unless someone pays me money to do it. So it's F me and then all ones. That also puts you right at the end of the game, with the countdown initiated, and you don't have any weapons, and you just have the cigarettes. So you're kind of getting what you're asking for there with this password, because it puts you in front of the final boss and you are completely unarmed. In fact, just getting through those guards is pretty darn difficult. The Hexa Petrovich. Just a disgrace? I don't know. And then the game just gives you that password right back, huh? What word? 1111111111? That's the one, Michael Mervin. I'm sorry, that's the... I can't say that out loud. I kind of want to figure out how to rescue Dr. Petrovich. No, it's me. Oof, gonna get demonetized. Snake, that's bad language. Whoops, wait, that's not the one that I meant. Actually, let me go ahead and just re-enter the password that I started with here. Okay, so here's the password that I started with. KZZJ. Lots of Z's in these passwords. KZZJG. 45J3U. TYRTB. And by the way, if you make a mistake on this, you cannot backspace. You have to do the whole thing over again. NXNNR. Oh my gosh, yeah, and I did it there. Sorry everyone, that might have been an eyesight thing. So let me try again. 5ZZZJ. KZZJG. 45J3U. By the way, the sound that it makes when you don't get the correct password, I think is your demotion sound effect. So if you have a high rank and you ever accidentally, or purposely, shoot a hostage, they die and you get ranked down, and it makes that sound effect, I'm pretty sure. TYRTB? NXNNR. There we go. The rower is down. The power is down. No, the rower is done, says Nick DeFrenchie. Good. ZZZ, my fave. Yeah, exactly. Okay, so... let me think of something here. Petrovich is in building 1, according to Gray Fox, right? So we might have to do this again. Yeah, maybe somebody in this game tells you to do this, but if you go left, then up, then left, you can actually get through this forest. And that will bring you back to building 1. My lungs are in fire, says Nick DeFrenchie. On fire, says Michael Mervin. Did I stutter, says Nick DeFrenchie. Left, left, straight, right. Is that from Mario RPG, Just the Disgrace? Oh, woof, maybe I assumed. Michael Mervin? That's okay. Cool beans, I'm around for another live. Yo, Kronos? Welcome back. We just beat the game, but I'm going back to find out things that I couldn't figure out before. Do I need card 8? Maybe I should go get that first. Because I don't know if I ever discovered what was up here. Yeah, I forgot we didn't have card 8. Well, we have card 2. Let's see what I can explore with this card. I'm gonna pet this dog. Alright, this is the room where we fought the shotgunner. I could have sworn he said the shoot gunner. But maybe I invented a typo. There we go. So this is an area that I didn't explore here. There's nothing in there. What if I call Jennifer? Jennifer. This is Solid Snake. Respond, please. She ain't call me. Whoa! That guy didn't see me somehow. Can I call Diane, actually? What was hers? 0.91? I'm something of a shotgunner myself, says Nicholas D. Ah! How do the dogs run on the wall like that? Well, I guess if you really have the zoomies. Shoot. Do I need card 8 for this? I might. Card 1 worked just fine. Hi, this is Diane.
Hi, this is Diane. How are you doing? Don't fall into any enemy pit traps. Over.
Okay, I'm guessing you need the flashlight for this area. Pretty Metal Gear of you to say that, Jess. Wayne? It is. Where do I get the flashlight? I actually kind of want to look this up. Thanks, NESmaps.com. Not sponsored, but I wish I were. That'd be sick. Okay. Wait a second. Did we skip an entire boss? I'm looking at a map of a building that, like... I don't think... Whoa, okay. I'm looking up something here that I don't think I had seen. So let's take the truck back to... The final building? It's not that one, I guess. Bro, she told you not to fall in the traps. Yeah, and I don't take orders from no one. I don't really trust anyone at this point. Okay, so I'm seeing now that there's just like an entire section that we missed. What do I want to do? Let's go get card 8 first, and then go to that section, because I'm not actually sure if I'm going to need card 8. But if we do, and I don't have it, that would be dumb and bad. So this isn't the building I need. Do I have the oxygen tank? I actually forgot. I don't think I do. We could do all that over again, I don't mind. Yeah, so I don't have the compass or the oxygen tank or the flashlight, I'm finding out. I order you to do double shrugs. Nicholas D? Yes, sir. Ain't gotta tell me twice. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the cool 20 Swedish krona. Let's do 12 shoulder shrugs, everybody. And then replay some of the end of this game. Because apparently there's a lot that I just skipped over. Okay. Ready? Let's do 12 shoulder shrugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thank you, Nicholas D. I saluted you with these 20 pounds. Gosh dang it, the wheel fell off of my chair again. What would Sears say? Well, that was easy. Nicholas D, yeah, because I'm so buff. Okay. So, yeah, let me think about this. I think I want... Actually, wait, I think I just needed to go north. So let's go back and fight Coward Duck again. Buff Jolt, says Alves. Thank you. Maybe get... Hey, Tiny Cat, maybe get some more rations. Yeah, I've got the max. She should weight your arms if you're so strong. Nick the Frenchie, are you talking about Tiny Cat? You mean this guy? Did you say Coward Duck? What a quack. Yeah, Nicholas D, I think that's a reference to Howard Duck, which was like a bad George Lucas movie? Or, you know what? I can't judge it. I've never seen it. Tim Carr is right, Quick Guns. You'd break the scale, Nick the Frenchie. I break a lot of things. Cat's so tiny. Yeah, just a disgrace compared to Pippin. I love this gangster car, though. Like, why is this car here? That's not a car that you would see in the jungle. Okay, so we gotta get the compass. Then we gotta go north to the building. Willow was a great movie. Was that a George Lucas movie? It was directed by Ron Howard, I'm pretty sure, right, Casey Jones? Okay, let me try to remember where I need to go. Oh, I need to go to the second floor. Willow was pretty good. Yeah, we played through it on NES, Michael Mervin. Creator of Howard the Duck helped create the modern independent comic book. Rip Steve Gerber. Gen X? Maybe I don't know much about it. Wasn't Howard Scrooge McDuck's name? No, I think it was Scrooge, Rug Effect. Could be wrong. I recall you playing through it. Same. This is a pretty good game. It was a Capcom game, I think, right? I am behaving, says Nick DeFrenchie. That's unusual. To what end? Howard. More like Howard he get greenlit. Oh my gosh, just a disgrace. My only daughter. Howard and Lucas. It was Balthazar Scrooge. Is that real, Nick DeFrenchie? I thought it was Ebenezer. Of course, no, wait, no, that was the actual Scrooge in A Christmas Carol and not the McDuck variety. Okay, so now let's get our compass here. Hey, Jennifer. Can you help me get through the desert? Yeah, girl, no problem. A compass for you. And then this is like card 1 is all you need. What is a duck? A miserable little pile of secrets. Oh man, I miss my tiny cat. I found her when she was 2 weeks old. But she like never grew. She stayed so tiny. Her name was Trouble because she was in trouble under a pile of cinder blocks when we found her. Oh boy, Kronos. How long she live? That guy got punched twice, then shot. Oh my gosh. What a way to go out. Bam! Whoops, bam! Okay, and now once again, we'll go north. I gotta get to the elevator first. I gotta get out of this building and walk north. Yeah, I guess it's like really easy to accidentally skip part of this game. So I want to show off more of it. It looks like we missed an entire building, basically. And I don't know why they made it so easy for us to skip that. "7 years. She had an aneurysm suddenly 2 summers ago." Oh, Kronos. That's such a shame. Sounds like you gave her a real good life, though, and that's nice. I have the complete life and times of Scrooge McDuck. Big Don Rosa fan. Nicholas D? That sounds awesome. What a D-bag. All my rage disappears when I see one. What, a tiny cat, Nick DeFrenchie? Or a duck? That other guy stopped walking in place like, hey, something ain't right here. Okay, and now we can go into the water. Definitely a real reason to do that. Okay, so we once again got the compass. And we can go out. Time to go outside. All the dogs in the chat are like, outside? Okay, equip the compass. How do you feel about Carl Banks? The football player? Super Bowl champion for the New York Giants, I believe, right? Or am I thinking of someone else? Scorps, you stay up there. I should have been using the grenade launcher a lot more. Scorps, get away! Ow, 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 ow! Do they chase me into the next screen? They don't. But I can use this antidote. I'm an indoor dog during the winter, thanks, Genevieve B. Winter's already over. It's starting to warm up. It's not. Okay, so I can go into this building, ignore all the calls. One of my favorite activities. Carl Banks invented the entire DuckTales world. I have him to thank for the NES game. Okay, now let's go back down this really long elevator again. Get the oxygen tank, go back, defeat Coward Duck. I just want to see what you're actually supposed to do to beat this game. Because I skipped a lot, apparently. Oh, Carl Barks. I see. Yeah, you think with a name like Barks, they'd be dogs. The dogs are the villains in the DuckTales universe. Tanks a lot. I got the oxygen tank. I do. DuckTales. Ooh woo. Barks has bite. Yo, quick guns. Love me some Barks. Not sponsored. The Beagle Boys, yeah, Nicholas D. My mind goes somewhere else, thinking about Karl Barks. Yeah, Bill Mozart? Not the communism guy. Yeah, Karl Barks, the root beer, right. Just a disgrace. Correct. Okay, so let's equip the compass again. I'm gonna eat one of these. Why not? Bagel Boys with cream cheese. What are the other villains in DuckTales, Nicholas D? There's like a Scottish guy who, like, you know, any Scottish guy can be a villain, I guess. And by guy, I mean a duck. And then there's like a vampire duck and like a lady. Yeah, Magica Dispel. Both of them are at the end of the video game. Just knocking on the door, don't mind me. Barks mentioned Avis Summon. Yo, Avis, have you ever tried Barks Red Cream Soda? I know I talk about this a lot. How does everyone remember her name? That's funny. Gouda guy playing some Middle Sears. I see. Yeah, uh-huh. Middle chair. Barks can red my cream soda. Just a disgrace? What do you mean by that? Don't tell me. Okay, so let's do this fight again. And then go into this door with card 7. I am Coward Duck. You want to try and shoot me? Go right ahead. Yeah, so there is a pitfall in front of this guy. Don't forget that. But also, you know, when you're doing the transceiver trick, you happen to be getting a call in this room, and Jennifer tells you that Coward Duck has card number 8 and my brother. So don't kill either of them. What? Okay. And then you can just walk right up here. Can I, like, put landmines on him? Let's hit him with the rockets. Only needed 3 of those. That was a close call. Yeah, this is Jennifer's brother. When you make your getaway, Take the elevator to the left. That was a close call. And there's card 8. I'm gonna tank some more damage here. It's not card 7. Or 6. Or 5. Man, it's really hard to open the menu when you're taking damage. Or 4. Donovan M, we just beat the game, but I'm trying to go back and see some of the stuff that I skipped. Alright, it was card 1. And here's the call that we missed. Schneider here. We have unmasked the leader of enemy fortress. It's unbelievable, but the enemy leader is... Arg! Oh, he got caught, everyone. Let's use another ration before I head out. Okay, so we have card 8. Let's GTFO. No, the villain is actually Arg. Yeah, Donovan M. Or as the British call him, Big Boss. Arg, I should have known. The nod to the DuckTales game with the mom singing the moon theme was awesome. In the cartoon? Michael Mervin, what are you talking about? Victor F says, my favorite Metal Slug player. Good callback. Good callback to yesterday's joke. Okay. So, I think I just go back this way. I actually don't know. So I skipped like a whole building. How do I get there? I think I walk north first. Oh, it looks like there's another puzzle in the forest. How the heck are you supposed to know this? I guess the game wants you to, like, constantly call people. Worth it? No, I think what you can do, actually, is, like, wrap from left side of the screen to the right. Like, yeah, if you see one of these goons coming at you... Did he get me? No. If you see one of the scorpions coming at you, you can quickly switch screens to the other side to evade them. But okay, so we're in front of Building 3, which is the end of the game. I can get some ammo here. That's nice. Not the Goon Squad, just the Disgrace? That's them. The Scorp Squad. Place to collect called a Venom Snake. I think I need Anti-Venom Snake right now. Nicholas D. Okay, so... Game is telling me. Here, I want to go lower left. Upper left. It has a misspelling in this little guide, which is appropriate for Metal Gear on NES. Up. Then lower left to get to Building 4. Which, like, I don't think we ever went to. How? Actually, is there any part of the game where, like, you watch the opening demo to this game to see this secret? That might be a thing. Alves says, Squirtle Squad glasses, please? Alves, respectfully, I really only give a glasses change request to my channel members. That's a perk of being a member. But you know what? Just this once for you. And just because you made a good request. I'll do it. Justin McD says, how do you get past the dogs on the third screen at the beginning of the game? They always kill me. Justin McD, they're actually slow enough that you can walk straight down the middle. And then if you just cut to the right, the bottom right exit, you can get by him without taking a hit. Schneider here. There's a gas-filled room up ahead. Over. Didn't this guy just get captured? Maybe you're supposed to do this before... Maybe you're supposed to do this before he gets captured, and we just missed this area. Yeah, he's right. There's a gas room up ahead. I'm guessing I don't need a card higher than 7 or 8 for this building. Yeah, that's a gas room. Oh, wait a second. The game's... Oh, game's telling me I can punch walls. For which I don't need the iron glove? What is the point of that item in that case? Okay. I'm looking at a guide right now and reading this map. Don't get gassed is right. Ian C said hi. Welcome. I gotta take these off so I can actually see. So I can actually read. So you mean to tell me stealth is not always possible? No, yeah, so there are certain rooms in the game where you will get caught, no matter what. And yeah, Schneider got caught too. That was a close call. That guy doesn't give you any vital information. Okay, so let's go this way then. This whole building is real gassy. And then in this room, I think there's just some rations. It's telling me to equip card 5 here. Alright, well I need these. Let's restock. The gassiest. Thank you for humoring me, Karma. Can't do membership, but you're still the best. Hey, Alves. I know you support. Is Schneider a character in other games or just a one-off? Donovan M. So I think in the next Metal Gear, in Metal Gear 2, at least the MSX version, he comes back as a boss, but he's called Black Color, or depending on the translation, Black Ninja. And he's like the first boss you defeat in that game. Definitely will get into this title. I have it on PS5. Yeah, Justin McD, I forgot that there was like a compilation of like the first 3 Metal Gear Solid games. And it includes this one and Metal Gear 2. So this area has a lot of rooms to punch. Yeah, of course, of course. What? Wait. Ooh, another dark room.
Hi, this is Diane. How are you doing? Don't fall into any enemy pit traps. Over.
Okay, Diane. So yeah, I guess I need the flashlight for that area. Let's go back. Interesting. Okay. Just looking at this map. Sorry, everyone. I don't think I've ever seen this area of the game. Kyle Schneider is no Frank Yeager. Frank Yeager. Yeah, Gray Fox. I hear Crystallis sound effects, says Richard Z. My compilation has Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 2 NES games, 2 MSX games, 3 fully voice-acted animated comic book things. That's cool. Great Fox. Yeah, that's it, Just a Disgrace. That's what I meant. Excuse me. Oh, does the menu noise sound like the OG Mario Fireballs? Mario Farballs is what I almost said. Oh. Okay, so I could have gone this way. What about this? Oh, there's just a dude in here. Okay. That was a close call. No information from that guy. Wait, no, it's telling me I need card number 3 for this. Jeff H., welcome in. Hello to you. Okay. Wait, those are just plastic explosives? I do not need those. But how many can I carry? I don't know. 20. I'm at the maximum already. Okay, what's this over here? There we go. That looks like something I need. I have located a flashlight. Huh. And now it's telling me... So wait, hold on. Let me just see what the purpose of this iron glove is. I could have punched that open anyway. I think what the iron glove does is, like, it makes a sound... No? It makes a sound anyway if you're close to hitting a punchable wall. I'm a fire trooper. Want to see me roast you alive? Yeah, sure, dude. Yo, what? We missed an entire boss out here? Is it just as easy as stand far away and shoot him? No, he blocks my bullets. What do I do? Can I hit him with a grenade launcher? If I had guided missiles, that'd be nice. Are those hitting him, do you think? The slowdown is so real. Okay, yeah, no, it was just that easy. Bosses in this game, pretty underwhelming, everyone. Would like to see this get a remake, says Soulwave. Sorry, Soul Gun 69640. Welcome. Sorry, I thought you were someone else. You are, I guess. Okay, so let's use card 6 to go in here. What the hell is this thing? Is this the real Dr. Petrovich? I am Dr. Petrovich. My daughter Ellen is a hostage. If we don't rescue her, I can't talk to you about the Metal Gear. Ellen is being held captive somewhere in building number 4. Please help me. Okay. Do we finally have all the equipment? What's that supposed to be down there? Or is there nothing in that slot? Well, I think now we can actually go... rescue Ellen. Which is in the building connected to this one. You gonna do Snake's Revenge now? I'm thinking about it, Gen X. Okay, let's go back. How about a light? Solid Snake, Running Man, 1987. Yeah, Running Man, great boss in Metal Gear 2. Karma can rescue me any day. Nicholas D, you've rescued me. Greetings, says... Ooh, can someone help me with the pronunciation on this name? Welcome, friend. I'm playing Metal Gear on the Nintendo NES system. If I remember correctly, I can go this way. Is it card 5? Yeah, they like the odd-numbered cards here. There we go. Toriko? Wait, Rogue Effect, actually? What? You think I'm handsome? Tori means bird, I know that. This Metal Gear isn't a Metal Gear because there is not a Metal Gear in the game. Just a blue screen. Yeah, just a computer that we actually skipped. It's 2:15, says Genevieve B. Thank you for the time update. No, I got probably 20 more minutes before I gotta get off. Log off. Ah, Toriko. Yeah, I'm using the rest of my gourmet cells to try to figure out where to go in this game. Yeah, so you can punch the walls, and if it makes a dumb, idiot sound effect like that, that means you're close to finding, an opening for a princess. In the wall, excuse me. Let's, I almost made a, what's the musical called? Once Upon a Mattress reference. But still being a good game for the NES system. Yes, I'm so glad you called it that. Hey, let's equip our flashlight. Oh yeah, look at that, we can finally see. I just assumed that a hole would open up around here. Don't fall into any traps. I was slow.
Hi, this is Diane. How are you doing? Don't fall into any traps.
I was in that musical at my high school. Yeah, same with me and Sean R, Genevieve B. I like to see young people playing oldie classics. You guys hear that? Toriko called me a young people. With this much gray in my beard, huh? Sorry, my English is pretty bad. Hey, so's mine. Don't even worry about it. Thank you so much for being here. Arigato. Toriko. But yeah, did you ever watch Toriko? Me and Genevieve B watched a bunch of that show. Imagine Jen being in Cats. That would be blasphemy. It would. Distinguished gray hairs. Thank you, Justice Grace. Toriko, we don't have to talk about that guy. But no, I cannot imagine him forgiving anyone for anything ever. Alright. Karma is deceivingly old. Okay, I can see why the developers were like, you know what, let's make it so you can skip this part of the game. I was in that musical too. I was the wizard. Michael Mervyn, were we all in Once Upon a Mattress? That's kind of funny. Hold on, I have to turn out the light so that I can open this door. The best part of the game, everyone. What do you think about a remake of MG and MG2 Solid Snake? I would play them. Oh, card 1 did it. Okay. Oops. It's gonna pet that puppy. And this one. And this guard. So, was there anything in here? I think it was my most fun dance scene. That was like the thing I couldn't do in the musicals. I could sing, I could act really well. I could improvise when it was needed, and it happened once. Dancing? Nah. Wasn't good at that. Do I need to call somebody here? Let's call Diane. Actually, you know what? Okay, that one actually startled me. Look at that, everybody. Just in case anyone's following me. Oh, thank you. I am Dr. Petrovich's daughter, Ellen. I think she's called Elena in other versions. I'm good at dancing and singing, but could never remember my dang lines, Genevieve B. That's funny. My father was blackmailed into creating the awful Metal Gear. Please help my father before it's too late. Consider yourself rescued. And now I guess I just go back to Dr. Petrovich? Or like Dr. Pet the dogs, because that's what we're about to have to do again. I'm also glad the random pit traps made it into future Kojima games. Yeah, they are in Metal Gear Solid. Are they in Metal Gear Solid 2? Dang it, what's the card? It was like card 1, wasn't it? That's rough, is right, Gen X. Alright, now we equip the flashlight. Imagine having to dodge holes in the dark. The pit on the right didn't fully open up, or at least visually it didn't show that it was fully opened up. But I guess it did. And it killed me. Okay. I saw that something weird was happening there, and I kind of needed to know whether I could walk over that space or not. Oh boy, so where do we go? Actually, I think I can go back this way. You died because you touched the edge of the hole. Yeah, Toriko, even if it doesn't show you where the edge of the hole is, it's there. But I didn't know that that could happen without me opening the transceiver. Yeah, it's like real life. Yeah, exactly. Bork, bork, bork is right, Genevieve B. I got dogged. Got dog walked. Okay, I think... Yeah, this is pretty much where I was. Oh, it's over to the left. Compass, says Ryan Dubow. Not for that section. You're thinking of the desert, but close. AKX, Karma, I worked 1 hour today. Thoughts? Was it a New York hour or like a normal people hour? Either way, it's too much. Did you make that money? Normal people hour. Yeah, that's too much. Let's reset the screen here. Tiny cat? Causing a cat quick. Yes? Basically made enough to pay for my rides there and back. That sucks. Absolutely not worth it. Tiny cat. This is Diane. How are you doing? Don't fall into any pits, Tiny Cat. Don't bop the webcam. Tiny Cat, what would your code name be? Probably just Tiny Cat. Alright, Tiny Cat, I kind of need both hands for this. Yeah, this is annoying because she says the same message every time. All I need to do is open the transceiver and close it so that these pits stop opening up. Pits stop opening up. Pretty Nico. Hey, thanks. Hi. Okay, so I can hang up on her. Oh, I got scared for a second because the music just stopped for a second. But I was mashing the select button to hang up the call. That just didn't seem right. Okay. It's probably this. Then we gotta go all the way back to see Petrovich. So I think we have to go up and around here. Ain't no one patting me without dinner first, says Death Bob. Nintendo Fan Club, what's going on? Oh yeah, I have to be up there. And I'm pretty sure I gotta go all the way around for that. Great. Nintendo Fan Club, what's going on? That sounds like me, Nintendo Fan Club. Nintendo Fan Club, I was a member. Hey Gen B, I'm new here. Nintendo Fan Club, welcome. This is Star Fox. Okay, so now that I've rescued Ellen, Dr. Petrovich's only daughter. He's got such a goofy face and animation. I am Dr. Petrovich. The Metal Gear is located about 20 km north of this building. It is in sub-basement 100 of building number 3. We have to set plastic explosives on the supercomputer that controls all the Metal Gear functions. No matter what, you have to set 16 plastic explosives. Good luck. So that's all you get from talking to this guy. Is he tells you where Metal Gear is. And you can absolutely find that on your own. It might be faster to Death Warp here. So let's do that. We got gassed. Actually, you know what? Let's hit N just to get the password. Man, that's a lot of Z's. Okay. Because this will be a password that has like full items, right? Maybe I'm missing some remote-controlled missiles. That's an easy password. Yeah, if you can say it. Which I can't because I got old man eyes. H53M. What does that stand for? There's no O. Or there's no 0. L-Y-R-Z-Z? So I don't know what's going on with my brain. Again, it's probably just because I haven't slept in a while, but I said out loud M, but I thought 5. So I almost put a 5 in where I did not want to. N-B-R-Z-O. My favorite radio station. Look with your special eyes, my brand, Genevieve B. Okay. So we've got a decent loadout here. Got all the items. Do the French play the Wii or the Wii? Wii Wii. Last time I slept was in December, I think, because alpha males are not allowed to sleep or cry or eat. They can play Wii bowling, though, right? Were you in a band? Says Gen X. No, but I've banned a lot of people from my YouTube channel. I think I can just take a truck to get to building number whatever, right? Well, possibly, but I think the fastest way to get there is this. From here. Maybe not. Maybe I could have taken a truck. Whatever happened to the guys at the beginning of the game that parachute in? Ryan Dubois, I have to assume that those are the hostages that I am rescuing. All alpha males do is eat meat, have boxing matches. Every day. Don't sleep. Eating food is for the weak. And make money with scams. Yeah, don't eat food, just eat meat. Nintendo Fan Club? That sounds about what I've learned from alpha males. They're on that grind 24/7. Yeah, they've got a Lamborghini. And you can sign up for their class. Those guys hit the pit traps. Oh, probably Bill Mozart. Do they get captured after they fall in the pit, or they just die? Imagine Snake gets here and says, no thanks, hops in a truck, and leaves. I can see it. Meat is an archaic word for food in general. Is it an egg in these trying times? You kind of want to get toward the right of the middle here. Because if you spawn too close toward the left there, that Scorp will just immediately get you. Love the M gun for this. It's only $50 a week. $50 is for the week. Nintendo Fan Club. Alright, so now let's go beat the game again, and this time I'll show you the computer. Instagram really wants me to be a vegan lately. Don't get trapped up here. You can hug this here, and then... Yeah, you probably don't even need to do this if you're fast enough. I'm guessing there's a hold down also. Sid, what's going on? Never played far into the NES Metal Gear, but I finished the MSX2 Metal Gear and its sequel, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. Ended up being my favorite game in the series. Yeah, that one is so good. I'm a computer. Stop all the downloading, yo. Donovan M? Who wants a body massage? Okay, and we're back here. What was over on this side? I think it was just a dude that was like, thanks. Tiny cat, causing a cat quake. That was a close call. Oh yeah, so yeah, the leader of the enemy fortress is the supreme commander of Foxhounder, the big boss. It's Foxhound. He has been behind everything all along. That's adorable. Again, you can just hug the wall close to this laser cannon and it won't hit you. And this call is the one where Big Boss tells you, ah, it's canceled. You don't have to come into work today. What was in this door? Foxhound, that's your logo. It is, Michael Mervin. That thing that I drew in MS Paint forever ago and I still use for this thumbnail, for the thumbnail for this stream, for example. Michael Mervin, my channel members can put the Foxhound logo in the chat right now if they want. Codec call, this is Gouda. Have you liked this video? Subscribe to KarmaJolt and join the KarmaJolt Discord. Gouda guy? You know me. Oh, yeah, nothing in there but a trap, probably, if I take a step forward. They sure can. Alright. Yeah, and then this one needs a card number 1. Right? No, it's the next one. I think the Chocobo is still my favorite, says Michael Mervin. Yeah, that one's even older. Oh yeah, there are landmines and there's poisonous gas in here. So hug the walls like you've been doing all game, everybody. And then you get a call in here that's like, hey, you might have to tank some damage. Oh, that was too close there. So yeah, this is the room that we skipped earlier. If I go into this door and hold right, I can skip fighting the supercomputer. You fight a computer in here. But if you don't... I equipped my binoculars just so I could see it better. If you don't skip it, it looks like this. Hold on, let me actually show you. I'm gonna equip my body armor. But instead of fighting Metal Gear in this game, in fact, you never see Metal Gear at all. Instead of fighting it or seeing it ever, you see this computer and you're supposed to put exactly 16 plastic explosives on it. It doesn't hurt if I stand too close to the explosives. So yeah, this is the room that we skipped. So, using that super simple skip saves you a ton of time and is very valuable in, like, a speed run, for example. Or if you don't have the explosives. And I, like, really never use the explosives in this game, huh? Dead! Emergency alert! Emergency. Enemy fortress destruct mechanism has been activated. Begin preparations for evacuation. Then we can do this fight again. Well, Solid Snake, it's amazing that you've lasted this long. Yes, it's true. Not only am I the Foxhounder Supreme Commander, Big Boss, but I've been the leader of the enemy fortress, too. As a new and inexperienced member of our team, you are supposed to be tricked into carrying false information, but you accomplished too much, Solid Snake. You were too good. Don't think you can kill me so easily. Come and try. If I am going to die, you're coming with me. Never had somebody tell me that they didn't expect my Solid Snake to last that long. Anyway, let's shoot some rockets at this guy. I don't know. He's running away this time. Well, you can call me Big Boss. Let's get out of here. Karma behave, says Michael Mervin. Okay. They did a crab EKG that determined that they have analogs to pain. Technically speaking, boiling isn't tested, but yes, it would follow that they do experience that pain. Anyway, we like for realsies beat the game this time. Oh yeah, L6, the cigs. I forgot to show that off again. But yeah, if you use the cigarettes, which you have to use in the menu by hitting the A button, it resets the timer. We showed that off earlier, L6. I always find it funny when you use the cigarettes for time. Yeah, exactly. My favorite radio station, 120.77. Gen X? I don't think it was subtext. Anyway, we beat Metal Gear on the Nintendo NES system, and I think I showed off everything that I wanted to show off. We beat the game, then went back to show off all this stuff that I had missed. I had no idea that there was like a whole other building and like a part with a flashlight. I don't know how you're supposed to know how to get through those forests. Maybe you call someone at some point and they're like, hey, by the way, you get through the forest by going up, then lower left, and then up and then lower left or whatever. Next game, more panel-to-pawn puzzles. Donovan, we finished all of the panel-to-pawn puzzles, even the extra mode. We did it, though, everyone. I have skee-ball tonight at 6 o'clock. I might be back after that and stream some Alundra later tonight, depending on how I feel. But hey, thank you. Thank you so much for watching me stream all the way through Metal Gear on the Nintendo NES system. Here's Tiny Cat. Here's my Metal Gear cartridge. Oh my gosh, we played the actual cart. But whenever I stream, I'll see you then. And until then, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. You a professional skee-ball player? Professional? Gen X, I can technically claim that because I have won money for it. You're looking at a 2-time Arcadia Portland skee-ball league champion. That's only if we're not counting the individual tournaments. But yeah, I gotta go hang out with Final Fantasy and win some skee-ball games, so I'll see you later. Dale Unea, I see you. Take it easy.